Jaishankar has met his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in New Delhi today. During the talks, Jaishankar stressed that differences between India and China must not be allowed to turn into disputes. He also highlighted the importance of combating terrorism in all forms and expressed hope that the discussions would help build a stable, cooperative and forward-looking relationship between the two neighbours. Wang Yi is in India for a two-day visit to attend the 24th round of Special Representatives talks on the border issue, where he is scheduled to meet National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. Let's listen now to what India's Foreign Minister Jaishankar has had to say.
The fight against terrorism in all its forms and manifestations is another major priority. I look forward to our exchange of views. Overall, it is our expectation that our discussions would contribute to building a stable, cooperative and forward-looking relationship between India and China, one that serves both our interests and addresses our concerns. You are visiting India, Excellency, shortly before the SCO summit that China is hosting in Tianjin. We have worked closely with the Chinese side during its presidency. We wish you a successful summit with strong outcomes and decisions. Once again, a warm welcome to India, and I look forward to hearing your opening remarks. Thank you.
Well, Stephen, thank you for staying with us. We have discussed already today on NewsX the significance of these relationships amidst strained tensions relating to border disputes. But I want to focus in now on the comments relating to terrorism. Of course, the devastating Pahalgam terrorist attack that saw the deaths of 26 innocent civilians. This, of course, is still in the forefront of so many people's minds living in India. Operation Sindoor and its effectiveness. How significant is that comment being raised with Jaishankar's Chinese counterparts in the midst of so much geopolitical instability and also regional instability?
This is a very complicated diplomatic dance that we're watching right now. You know, the Trump administration put 50% tariffs on India. India and Indians are livid, and they've shifted their position on the United States, thinking of the United States as just this transactional actor that really is going to exploit not only adversaries, but its allies. And this diplomatic dance between Beijing and New Delhi really is sending the strongest of messages to Trump's Washington that they've pushed India beyond the limits, and they want to say that they can cooperate with China on core issues such as terrorism, which India has experienced firsthand in the recent attacks by Pakistan terrorists on Indian soil.
Absolutely, and of course that relationship between China and Pakistan, interesting in the midst of these talks. I want to build further on what you described as a political dance. Of course, India so far singled out with retaliatory secondary tariffs which have doubled the 25% levies that were placed on the country by the US, now standing at 50%. Trump initially warned that other countries would follow. That hasn't happened. Do you think this could alienate the US with India? And how much could this strengthen China in the long term?
Well, I think China and India have fundamentally diverging positions on many different issues, including the Indian Ocean, on Pakistan, on terrorism, on who's going to lead the global South, on BRICS, the role of India. Where is India in the United Nations Security Council if Beijing was such a great friend of New Delhi? These are really problematic, and their divergent positions demonstrate how close they can come. But that being said, I think wedge politics is being used very cleverly by Beijing to try and create a bigger divergence between New Delhi and the United States. And this is in Beijing's long-term interests, and I think it's not in New Delhi's long-term interests. As Ashley Tellis wrote in his recent Foreign Affairs magazine article, for India, the only way to deal with the real challenges of China in its backyard in the years to come will to have a strong partnership with the U.S. Mr. Trump has made that difficult, but I think with careful diplomacy that we can realign new Indian and U.S. interests so that they're on the same page of the book. It'll take some diplomacy. It will take more respect for India's positions on many issues. But on the Indian side as well, I think that there probably will need to be a shift on some important issues that are important for the United States as well.
Stephen Nagy, thank you ever so much for providing such great insights across a broad spectrum of topics. We really appreciate your time.